Testing 1, 2, and we are live. Hey, everybody. Thanks for dropping by. As always, this is Bronze Dragon coming at you on Saturday morning for the Saturday morning stand up, where we discuss what's happening in Splinterlands. This is the 125th episode. That's right, almost 3 years in a row straight discussing Splinterlands on Saturday. And as always, I do appreciate you stopping by. Lots of things going on lately. There's been so much stuff lately happening within Splinterlands, especially towards the new user type experience. But there's a lot of stuff going on for everybody. Frontier, obviously, and Foundations set has been very popular lately, so I'm sure we will discuss that. Of course, we did have the Twitch drops thing go live this last week, which has been pretty popular. We have the Arena Fanatic card. That I'm sure everybody's been hopping over to Twitch to watch to support some of the Twitch streamers. Although it's been kind of hard because there's really no schedule. It would help if a lot of the Twitch streamers started scheduling out their streams and putting up notices when they're going to go live. I think that would help everybody other than just kind of randomly. Like mine, you can count on this happening at 11:30 Eastern time every week on Saturday. I don't really have time to stream throughout the week, and I'm not really a Twitch type. I tried it a few times and it just doesn't really work for me. I've been putting all my effort into the YouTube platform. So either way, because YouTube really, it does have a drops type thing going on, but those are only for the very top streamers. So obviously I'm a small channel, so I don't get those. The team sent over some drops to hand out today, so we will be doing that we'll do the wheel of names type fashion. I've been looking at some other things, like on stream they have the marble games and stuff like that, and I did download the game. However, it's just not very user friendly, and I need to go ahead and put more effort into being able to use that racing type mechanism to give away stuff. It was obviously built for people on Twitch, so not very user friendly overall, but I'll put some effort into that. Today we'll be giving away some Arena Fanatics and possibly a few other things that was sent over from the team, and also that I picked up along the way. So let's go ahead and make sure my mic is facing the right way and see who's in stream. We have Team Phoenix Rising. Hello. Thanks for dropping by. As always, Crypto Beaver is in the house. Good morning from the mystical land of beavers. Welcome, Crypto Beaver. Team Phoenix Rising asks, I have a few questions on Frontier. Can cards be combined? Yes, they can. What can I do with duplicates? You can combine them or you can sell them on the market and make money, just like people have been doing left and right. So if you go over to the market and you go to buy cards, let's reset. I was looking at a few other things, and then select Foundations. You can see that, and I'll deselect everything except for regular foil for the time being, just to take a look. But you can see these are the commons. Looks like the commons, let's select commons. Looks like commons are going for about a penny a piece. Some of them 2 to 4 pennies, the more popular. The Dread Tefarian is very popular up front for that splinter. I like the Nim Guard Captain as well. 1, 2, 3, 4 cents is what the commons are going for. I selected Archons. Let's just deselect it. So the Archons are rare, obviously. They're going for 65 cents to $1.40. So if you're lucky enough to draw one of those, you could sell those or use those. The rares look to be going for 3 to 29 cents, 3 cents to 29 cents. I'm sure that Gathering the Magic will include these in his card watch this week or next week, whenever it pops up, that he puts out on a weekly basis. It looks like the epics are going for, wow, that's a pretty strong difference. 8 cents on up to $2.30 a piece. And then obviously the legendaries from 34 cents on up to, or 30 cents on up to 2, 3. This one seems to be very popular. The tree, which I have not gotten yet, and the Mystic Scale Weaver also seems to be very popular there with the slow. Love slow. $10. So I think a lot of the popularity from this set has come back, even though that it is aimed at new users in the game. And it is really aimed as a step into the real game. Okay, not to say this isn't part of the real game, but it's a step from, when you come into the game, this is designed as a part of the new user experience. As you come into the game and you do the campaign and you kind of learn the basics of the game, then you're dumped into this mode, okay? Which allows you to play. It allows you to earn cards. It allows you to collect those, level them up, play, and earn cards, and turn around and sell them if you wanted to and make some money off of it. It doesn't, as far as I know, allow you to earn SPS though, okay? So this has been very popular because, since the game, I'm going to step back a step for users that are kind of new. The game, you used to be able to earn cards and turn around and sell those cards in game, and you used to earn DEC, which can be directly converted to money, right? But along the way, there's been massive abuse, or whatever you want to call it, and the team and the community had to make changes to the game to ensure the lifespan of the game, okay? Because if it stayed the same the way it originally was, the game probably wouldn't be around now, okay? So to ensure the lifespan, one of the main changes along the way was the fact that the cards that you earn became soulbound, which means that there was a price to unlock them, which in turn stopped a lot of the massive bot farms, along with a few of the other changes, right, to the game, including the fact that you have to pay to play in Wild now, and Wild is the only location really, you can't bot in Modern. Not to say people aren't botting and getting caught and banned and stuff, but technically, like, I use the Archmage bot, I subscribe to it, and or I bought one of the tokens and I use it and I pay to use the service, but I also have to pay to be in Wild on a season basis to play. So this is just the bigger picture of why those cards got locked down, to prevent massive bot farms draining everything from the game, right? So this new mode comes out and it's been wildly popular. It's really aimed, addresses the next part of your question though. The next part of your question, wow, we got a lot of people in here. Thanks for dropping by. I'm talking on, answering Team Phoenix Rising's original question. The second part of your question is, or the third part of your question is, why are the cards so underpowered? Because this is basically a mode that you can come into when you're brand new in the game, not put a lot of money into the game, and potentially play free to a certain extent. You do have to buy the spell book, but earn money off of the game by being able to sell cards. The takeaway from these cards is they're underpowered compared to like regular sets within the game. Okay, that's the reason, and that's the way they were specifically designed, because it's designed to get you into the full game. So you want to go ahead and buy a regular pack of cards and start beefing up your account and playing in Modern, or Wild if you choose to play in Wild. So that's the answer to your question. And it's become wildly popular. I haven't done any of my matches today, but I've been completing, at least one of my daily rewards, sometimes two of them, on a daily basis this past week. And I went ahead, and one of the main things I did this week, to your point about leveling up cards, is I bought some cards, and because I still haven't been able to make it out of Bronze 3. But I did buy some cards in two different splinters, and I leveled my Earth up to level 2, and I leveled my death up to level 2, and I leveled most of my neutrals up to level 2. I found a good deal on a Vengeful Monk level 2 already, but it is time capped, so I have to wait a little bit of time before I can combine that. But yes, you can combine your cards, and yes, you can sell them. So, but welcome to everybody, and yes, we do plan on having some giveaways because I know that's the most popular thing on everybody's mind. Let's see here. Gathering the Magic's in the house. Welcome. Says heading to a craft fair in town. Have a great stream. Thanks for dropping by. Good luck, and well, have fun at the craft fair. Sounds fun. Jake's here. Lady Sharon's here. Says hello. Hope everyone is having a good morning. Supreme Victory Studios is in the house. Welcome. Beaker's here. Welcome, Beaker. And Crypto Beaver says, got my arena card this week. Would like to see more streamers on Twitch. Yeah, I think that's a bigger... I think it needs to be organized a little bit better. And what that would take is probably somebody on whoever. Somebody would have to donate their time to kind of organize the situation. I think it would very much help if the streamers on Twitch would pre-plan and put up their streaming times. So let's jump over to Twitch. I should have this probably tagged, but let's go ahead and stream. Okay, so here you go. So like if you pre-plan your streams, you will get these things that will pop up when people search for you. And there's probably some other ways, because I have seen some streamers that actually organize their whole I stream on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays or whatever at certain time and have those up there so people can actually click on that remind me bell. And then that would allow somebody else within the community to organize like a calendar of these streams. We're very weak in streams that are not, that are on US or non-US times. So people who live outside of the US time zones, we're very weak on those streamers. So we need some folks from the Philippines. We need some folks from Europe, Africa, wherever you live. If you're outside the United States and and you're really interested in Splinterlands, you need to step up and start streaming on Twitch. You can earn off of that. It just takes a particular type of personality. And it takes some drive to go ahead and stream, because I mostly do videos. I do these weekend streams, but these type of streams are much different than going ahead and jumping on and playing games and stuff like that. So that's my overall thoughts. It just needs to be organized a little bit better. And then because the overall problem here is that you have to listen to 15 hours worth of streaming to get 1 BCX of a card, okay? And then it takes so many, it's a rare, so it takes 115 of those cards to make a max copy. Now, does everybody need a max copy? No. But I would argue that, like myself, I would have to have that up to like level 6 before it even becomes really usable in my standard everyday play, right? So I think that is something that they may have to take a look at, because this original setup they have, it's just trying something out, right? That's also why the card is relatively not a really strong card, okay? They wanted to try it out, but if you go in with a really strong card and you go in with you can always taper back on prerequisites to earn, right? But if you try to go the opposite way, then you're going to get a lot of complaints, right? So, okay. Hey, you know what? Let's go ahead and give away a Fanatic. So in the chat, put hashtag SPS to the moon and get your name in on a draw for a Fanatic and a Foundations pack, okay? So hashtag SPS to the moon, get your name in on the draw for a Fanatic and a Foundations pack right now. Let's go, 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 go. And I'll type everybody's name in. And once again, thanks to the team for sending these over. I wish we could have the same drops mechanism enabled for YouTube, but it is what it is. Okay, VT Mac Gurus in the house. Welcome. A lot of new names. Love it when people pop out. People love giveaways. After this giveaway, we'll jump back into chat and see what everybody else is saying. Okay, let me know if you want your name on the list and don't see it up there currently. Say hashtag SPS to the moon. Hey, I see a lot of people popping out today. OFG Plays is in the house. Welcome. I was watching your stream the other day, yesterday, 2 days ago maybe, and you got me onto this. We'll talk about this here in a minute, but it's a cool website tool if you are a LAN player, but we'll jump back to that in a minute. Okay, anybody want to get in on the draw that does not see their name up on the list? You have a few, another minute, and then we will draw. Hashtag SPS to the moon. Oh, also, please leave a like on the live stream, and also subscribe, obviously, if you're not. Also, there's this new thing coming out on YouTube that they're pushing out on us. It's a new thing. It's called Hype. You can hype a video like 3 times a week. And it doesn't really push it out to the YouTube algorithm more, but it puts us on a different list, and the videos that get more hype, then they get pushed to the top of the list. So if you start seeing hype as an option on my videos and live stream, please click that as well. So it's something else we have to ask for. I have no idea. It's brand new, but like, subscribe, and hype. Okay, do we have anybody else? Druid's Blood, I got you on there. Okay, let's do, hey, Lady Sharon, how many shuffles should I do? We got to do some shuffles to shuffle up the names. I guess there's a little bit of a delay in chat. Okay, let's just do 5 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, we'll do 3 on the next one, Lady Sharon. Jake wins. So Jake, go ahead and throw your Hive name into the chat, and I will send you over a, let's see here. Nope, wrong button. Let's reset. We got Conclave, and they even added this extra. See, he is an extra card. Extra, extra. Read all about it. Arena Fanatic, going to Jake. So Jake, put your, okay, Jake Daniel, Jade Daniel. Okay. Are you sure? That's Jade Daniel. Okay. You sure that's not Jake Daniel? Jade Daniel? Is that right? Okay. Here we go. One Arena Fanatic out the door. And One Foundations pack to Jake as well. Now, Jake, you cannot get in on the rest of the giveaways today, but I appreciate if you stick around and add to the conversation. The more, the merrier. Okay, let's get back into chat and see what everybody's doing. Hey, let's do a battle. I need to get my battles in while we're looking at what everybody's saying in chat. Okay, this guy's playing a lot of Earth. And we have Healed Out and Deflection Shield. I've been leaning really heavily on Death, to tell you the truth. Let's see here. I don't have my leveled up Vengeful Monk yet. I've got 24 mana to go. I think I'm going to put the Nimgard Captain up front. Maybe. I love the Sorrow Harvester for the minus health, but that just really takes a lot of my mana. I think I'm going in with the Little Sister. And Connect Miner in the back. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, let's jump back into chat and see what everybody's saying. Lady Sharon says, been practicing to get into streaming. I kind of wish that guy in the beginning didn't exist because now I have to wait to be whitelisted. Did a huge test session last night and figured out stuff. Yeah, it just takes jumping in and figuring out how to do things. I'm not especially great at it, to tell you the truth. Emmy Wanty says, I've been doing it for a long time. I think I've improved a little bit. I think besides the technical parts of streaming, I think it's just being engaging and talking about what people want to talk about, right? Okay, I do not have that card. Check that card out. I do not have that one. I might have it. I don't play water very often, although I do like +1 to magic. I don't know. Let's battle. Let's see who wins it. Wibble, of course, incorporating his Wii. Hey, I won a victory. But see, it seems like I'm right around this level and I just can't bust out a bronze 3. Let's go ahead and battle again. Crypto Beaver, hey, Power Daz is in the house. Welcome. Let's see here. Okay, so this person plays a lot of Death. And we've got Lost Legendaries. And we've got Fire and Regret. So, no range. Let's try a little bit of Earth here. We got 45 mana, so it's not too bad. Let's go in with the Dread Teferian. And, wow, I usually stick in with the Kicking Rock, but let's go in with the Time Bandit because of Fire and Regret. Let's go in with the Vengeful Monk. And let's do Mad Gearhead in second because of reach. We've got a little bit more mana, need a little bit more magic. Like I said, I'd usually play Kicking Rock and Wilhelm Dell Deputy, which seem to be very popular. Let's do that and then battle. Okay, he went in with Death. Oh, okay, let's just see who wins. Crypto Beaver says, cannot wait for Campaign Book 2 to arrive so we can get more diversity in Frontier cards. Yeah, that'll be nice. Jake says, I got a legend in a pack, but it's a Little Sister. Oh, wow. That's kind of the lowest on the scale. Looks like he's wiping me up. See, that's what happens when I try something that's not Death. I just like get wiped. Team Phoenix Rising says, when we had a bull run in crypto, why couldn't SPS hit 2 cents or more? Will we ever see a recovery? Let me put this in and we can talk about that for a minute. I got 24 mana, not too much. I think that I might try this. No. Let's try that. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't talk about crypto too much. My logic would say that as we approach the end of SPS being released, which is the next few years, I forget how much, like 2.5 years or something like that left, um, that, and considering if we continue to see a nice large amount of people coming into the game, there would be more, there would be more demand for the SPS than what there was, so the price would go up, obviously. So I think we've seen the price of SPS go up over the last. I know Splinter Cards is no longer being upkept, but we saw. If this would, we saw a nice spike in the price of SPS over the last week. So the popularity of the game over the last couple of weeks since Frontier Mode came out has helped. As far as what happens down the road, I don't know. I just the SPS I make, and I have bought it a few times over the years. I used to be on a regular schedule. Hey, there's a win. I used to be on a regular schedule of buying SPS, and then it become much harder to buy SPS because the route I was buying it. Now, now the new what do I want to say? The base went live, and if you are not familiar with base, I'm not an expert or anything, but this is a layer 2 on Ethereum, which for those of you, I put out a video here about a month ago or something like that, talking about how to buy Ethereum and then get it and then change it into SPS or DEC and get that into the game. Well, this just makes it cheaper and faster to have that happen, because there are a lot less fees on base than there are with regular Ethereum, and it's a lot faster. So I do need to do an episode on that, but I'm still haven't dug in enough, and I've asked a few people and I've not received any information on how to use base, so I'm not familiar with it. I just know that it's a layer 2 on Ethereum, and it's going to make the fees less. This is my bot kicking in. This is my regular account in Wild, playing currently in Champ 3. My deck seems to be strong enough to kind of, by the end of the season, have made it into Champ 3 and just barely be there and kind of get knocked back down and then go up. So, which interestingly enough, I've also, if you have the Archmage bots, you can turn it on. They have a new mode which allows you to also play in survival at the same time. So you can set it so that if it runs your energy out in regular Wild, then it'll kick over and play in survival mode as well, since they made that change about card. You play in survival, your cards being on cooldown doesn't affect your play in Modern or Wild. So I thought that was great. So I'm like, sure, why not kick it in? I've made it, the bot has made it to Champ 3 with my main account, and also I'm in Bronze 1, which doesn't sound like much, but it takes a while. It doesn't usually kick into doing survival mode until like the last week of the season, and then that's when I do it. So the way I figure it is, if I can earn a few extra SPS here and there, why not? Considering I do have to pay that 2,000 DEC every season to let it play. Okay, we are at noon, so you know what that means? Let's go ahead and remove. Okay, so here's the deal. We are going to do another giveaway, and this giveaway will be the same. You will get an Arena Fanatic and a Foundations pack. If you do not see your name on this list currently and you want to get in on the drawing, please put in the chat hashtag SPS to the moon. And then we'll jump back in while we're taking names. Oh, nice. Jake opened and got a Fire Archon. Nice. Lady Sharon says, I just realized I don't really pay attention to the card names. I'd be like, oh, let me pick this dude. Yeah, magic doesn't work very well against death, I have found. Okay, if you don't see your name in the on the list, put hashtag SPS to the moon, and I will add your name. And also, if I call a name and they don't respond within a minute or two, then I will redraw. My Financial Journey says, I like foundations, but I definitely find it to be frustrating sometimes. Yeah, it's kind of the same way back in the day. It's always been hard to make our way through bronze, right? Paul Taylor's here. Welcome, Paul. Mystic Force is here. So once again, thanks to the team, Blaze, for providing some cards to give away in packs. This drawing will be for a Arena Fanatic and a Foundations pack. Okay, so Sharon said 3 shuffles last time, so let's do 3 shuffles. 1, 2, 3. And let's go for it. You know what? I mistyped that, but we know who that is. It's VT Mac Guru or BT Mac Guru. Please put your Hive name into the chat so I can send you your stuff. Congratulations. You are the proud owner of a Arena Fanatic and a Foundations pack. Just waiting for VT Mac Guru to put his Hive name in the chat. My Financial Journey says it's not the same as getting out of bronze in Wild or Modern, I don't think. I've had dozens of Frontier battles where we had identical teams, but they went first, so I lost. Yeah. Okay, so it is VT Mac Guru. Okay. Well, let's let this go, and then I will send you your stuff. This is a Bronze 1 match in Survival that the Archmage bot is playing my account and doing. So, yeah, that's an interesting thought I was thinking about. Okay, we're waiting for him. The whole idea of how complicated the game has come struck me. Okay, so here we go. Let's this is how it sets up. Let's see who wins. So one of the things that drew me away from Magic the Gathering was the fact that the game continued to be so complicated. And I still liked when it was very simple, kind of in the early few years of the game. And as time goes along, they continue to have to put out new sets and come up with new powers and everything and keep people interested, right? And I understand that part of the game, right? Looks like I might pull this out. Ha. Okay, another victory in, but you can see that setting the bot to play in Survival, you know, it's an extra half of SPS whenever I can get a win. So I, like I said, I just turn that around, and in fact, let's go ahead and claim and do my daily stake, because I just claim and I stake my SPS on a daily basis. So I usually get about, these days I'm getting about 25 SPS a day, not including the wins I get off of actual wins, you know. So so let's go ahead and stake that. It all adds up. So anyway, back on my idea. over the years, I had become disenchanted with Magic the Gathering, right? Because it became too difficult, or not difficult, but it became too complicated, and that was not my idea of fun. So my idea was maybe there's a lot of people that are in the kind of the same category as me, okay? Because as we go along in Modern and Wild, the game continues to become more complicated. And I think maybe the fact that Frontier mode, you're locked into one set of cards, and they are uh, rudimentary. Like, they do have powers and such, but they're very simple compared to the other main sets, right? So there's not as much to think about, and as not as many permutations of different cards and things like this. And I think this is also might be one of the reasons why the people on the top end just aren't really, as far as I know, liking it, because obviously you only have a certain amount of time during the day, right? And if you're going to spend a lot of time on time and money on the game, you're probably going to put it in where you can earn the most. In Frontier mode, you're not earning SPS. You are earning cards, which you can turn around and sell, which is, the equivalent of money, which is probably one of the reasons why it's very popular. But I also think that it being kind of simplified version of the regular game is also might be why it's popular. It's also a reason why it can be kind of frustrating, because as it boils down, there's only so many kind of lineups you can make with these cards, being limited to a certain amount of cards, right? So just random thoughts. Deep Thoughts by Jack Handy. If you remember that, you're old, like me. And I agree. Sometimes it comes down to who went first, or some kind of RNG element, right? He continues to say, or poison matches with no green available, just no straight to draw. Go straight to draw, yeah. Dragon's in the house. Welcome, Dragon. Thanks for dropping by, as always. Lady Sharon says, your chat must be very delayed. Yeah, it just seems to be really delayed today for some reason. I didn't change any settings or anything. Yeah, I didn't expect to pull that one off either. Let's do another battle. I've got to try to get out of Bronze 3. This is really bugging me. I was hoping, okay, this person is mostly death. We got Rise of the Commons and Target Practice. Got 53 mana to work with, which is pretty good. About all I need for this kind of hand. Let's go in with Guard Captain up front. Vengeful Monk. I like to throw that back Widow in the back. Miner here. Spine Tail. Okay, let's see how that works out. Dragon says, I remember that from Saturday Night Live. Yeah, that's where it came from. And yes, we will have one more giveaway before the end of the show. Stay tuned. See whatever everybody else is saying in the chat. I'm scrolling back because I know I missed a bunch of stuff. I end up skipping back and forth. Emmy Wanty says, today at 2 p.m. Central, Buns, Bags, and Caps will be on for 2 hours. Tomorrow, maybe Mickfer and Rogue Patton. Like I said, these people, I'm not trying to dog anybody, but there needs to be a schedule made. People need to start scheduling out their streams so people know when they're going to stream, right? Also, people could line up, and have everything organized. Okay, we have got Aurelia versus Thalgrimor. Um, I find it interesting that a lot of the cards a lot of people use are neutrals. Okay, so let's go ahead. I don't have a lot of cards I've earned. I have been earning a few cards a day, 1 or 2 cards a day, but it has not allowed me to really level everything up. I had to actually come out of pocket, but that's kind of same as regular mode, you know. Come on, this is going to be close. I think he's got me. Or she. Yeah. That damn heel. See, this is what happens. I win one, lose one. Okay, let's see what people are saying in chat. VT Mac Guru says, just pulled a legendary card on my alt account in Frontier. Nice. I have not pulled any legendaries. The legendaries I have, I got either from campaign mode or from buying. I don't even think I have. Yeah. See, I bought these. Yeah. I just bought some extra because they were low priced. I figure that they're going to go up in price. Not investment advice, but. Wibble asks, how goes your land? It's a good question. I haven't really touched it this week. I do need to go ahead and claim since it's been a week. So let's go ahead and claim. Let me get my land harvest up here. Has anybody been making moves on land? I always keep my eye on the what deals, if I can find a deal, right? But I just didn't find any deals that I needed this week. I'm only looking for 3 specific regions, though, to tell you the truth. I've got so much land right now that I've got an excess of land that I don't have staked out fully. So I'm kind of trying to wait until I get everything staked out fully before I go in and buy another land. But once in a while, some land deals pop up that I just can't pass up. Oh, speaking of that, we can check out that other website that after we do this, that OFG turned me on to. Okay, let's go. That's one. Now, let's see here. Harvest all. I need some stone. So let's get some stone. Tostrington. I saw that, I think OFG, you have land in Tostrington as well. I need 5. Let's do 6,000 stone. At 0.5. Okay, now I can do a claim all for Tostrington. Okay, 21,000 grain after all is said and done to the plus side. Yeah, this is running kind of slim here because I've been adding some cards lately, and obviously you add more production power, it requires more more grain. 728. Just taking my numbers down. And 505 iron, which is a lot more since I added that extra card last week. Been trying to space those out a little bit. And 3,100 aura, which I've just been kind of stacking aura up currently. Just waiting for something to jump out. I'm hoping that the land cards, I can do something in relation to getting those new land cards when the prerequisites come out. That needs aura. I'm just hoping to be prepared on that side. Okay, this is 133. Ravenwood, harvest all. I'm going to need some stone here, so I'll need about 3,500 stone. Let's just even it out at 5,000. I'll jump back into chat after I get this done. Thanks for reminding me. $51,000 grain. $9,800 wood. Everything's going pretty good. I've got these balanced out, so I don't have to buy too much. I would be balanced out if I wasn't producing aura. I'd have enough food to go around and everything. But I figured, why not? I did produce midnight potions there for a while, but when it became cheaper for me to just buy them off the market, which means the big dogs are making tons and tons of them, then I just quit. And I just started amassing my aura. And depending upon, you know, what they put out to make with aura, I might turn off one of the lands. I don't know. Okay, let's go back here. I'll jump back into chat. What I wanted to point out was this this website, which OFG had talked about on his stream, which, if you're interested, is land.spl-stats.com. And on this this website, and I forget, if anybody on the stream knows who makes this or who is responsible for this, let me know so I can give them a shout out. But you can log in and then look for anybody's account and see how their land is stacking up. And this is currently, let's do a refresh to make sure everything looks right here. And you can check out, and there's so many stats that I don't know what most of them mean, really, to tell you the truth. But this is an overlook of all my land holdings, right? So it looks like I'm producing 19 DEC worth an hour. I don't know. I have almost 1 million DEC staked. Like I said, this has got so many stats that I just don't even know how to read them. Oh, so everybody's saying that this is Beaker's website. Well, I think Beaker left, didn't he? Didn't he have to log off? But shout out to Beaker for upkeeping this and creating this. But it gives you a lot of stats. And to tell you the truth, I have not had a chance to just really concentrating on looking at all these stats. But if you go to the main website, hey, he's got a one of my videos up here. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And you, like I said, you can put your player name in up here. They've got different sections for land planning, region overview, all kinds of numbers and different things you can do. Whoops. Okay, let's jump back in. I just wanted to tell people about this in case you're playing land, and there's tons of information here. I'm surprised I didn't know about it. My financial journey says fully expected Catrelba to run right through you. Yeah. I love Catrelba. Catrelba is one of those, if you're a relatively new player, let's go to Gladius, Gladiator cards. Catrelba is, I would make an argument that Catrelba is probably this, I don't know, she's in the top 5 cards. I would say maybe 2. Let me know in chat if you agree with me. I would say Quora is number 1 and Catrelba is number 2. and why I mean, Captain Katie definitely makes a top 5, right? Um, who else? Who else is in the top 5, you think? I think those definitely make the top 5. I know that Core is definitely number 1. But it's really surprising, and I talk about this from time to time because new players might necessarily see, oh, she's a common. Well, guess what? She is a strong card. So if you pull her, and one of the reasons to get, when you're brand new in the game, to get into a guild is start getting your hands on these. Now, of course, now these days you can get these through using your going to the you can buy merits with your glint and then turn around and buy the Gladius case. You know, previous to this system going in, you just had to be in a guild. But it is a good way to, you know, be in a guild and do your brawls on a weekly basis, get some extra glint and get some extra SPS and turn around. But my main point is she's a very strong card, and there's no way this card should have been a common, okay? And this happens from time to time in sets. You will see cards that kind of float to the top, and they're punching above their weight class, so to speak. And that is one of the cards to keep your eye on if you're relatively new. So if you look at this, you know, first of all these cards have Bloodlust, which makes them very strong. She has Sneak, she has Double Strike, and then she picks up Snare, which is okay, but then she picks up Cripple at the top too. You know, so very strong card considering it's only 6 mana, and it's a common. So I would make an argument that she's epic at least. Maybe if it came down to like 5, maybe a legendary, but either way, good discussion. Supreme Victory Studio says the introduction of cards like the Fanatic will help mix up the card pool a bit more moving forward. Yeah, I mean it'll be interesting to see where they go with it. I kind of think that watching 15 hours of stream, I see what they're trying to do, and obviously I know why they started out low like this. I hope and expect it to kind of be modified down a little bit, because 15 hours of stream for 1 BCX, and you need 115 to max out a card. That's like thousands of hours, right? So either way, it's good to see, and it's basically just a freebie for supporting us streamers, right? So as always, I appreciate you dropping by on a weekly basis. Dragon says, wow, I'm loving the mana cap boost in ranked now. I was tired of only being able to play only 1 or 2 strong cards lately in matches. Yeah, I know. It seems like once in a while you get into... I did my brawls for this last week, and all of my brawl matches were 15 or less mana, plus they were like back to basics. So I'm like, what's up with that? I'm like, those are the... I mean, I can understand sprinkling those in, but I think the point behind making that change was I think I was seeing way too many back to basics and low mana matches. So I don't necessarily know how that affects. Let's go to Wild and look at my season activity. So 59, I'm just looking at the matches my bot has played. 59, 57, 33, 46, 48, 36, 48, 58. So relatively high mana matches going on in Champ 3. And I'm looking for the back to basics icon specifically, and I'm not really seeing it so far. Yeah, I mean, I've almost went through 20 matches, and I didn't see, you know, I haven't seen back to basics in 20 matches. So relatively high mana matches going on in, this is Wild Champ 3 for the most part, dipping down into Diamond 1 once in a while. So yeah, I think that was a good change. Let's go ahead and do another battle. Okay, let's go ahead and go death. I need to keep beefing up my other cards so I have more to select from. What do we got here? We got Holy Protection, and we got Fog of War. Ugh. I hate Fog of War because mostly I like sneak guards and Opportunity. So that rules out really my Vengeful Monk and my Kanak Miner. So let's go in with Captain, Little Sister, Sorrow Harvester. 4, 5, 6. Got 6 mana left. I can't get 2 cards. I could get this. I don't want that. I think I need... Let's go in with the minion. That's leaving 2 mana on the table, but that's something I end up doing a lot in this mode because there's such high casting costs. Okay, while we watch this, we will have one last draw. And go ahead and remove, if you've won something today, let's go ahead and remove this. Okay, in chat, put hashtag SPS to the moon if you want to get in on a drawing for a Arena Fanatic. My brain drew a blank there for a second. An Arena Fanatic, and, well, let's watch this. And a standard pack of the newest set, which my brain is just drawing a blank right now. So standard packs up, and I won this one. Okay, so this drawing is an Arena Fanatic, and I bought a standard pack of... You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to open my weekly gold pack. Okay, let's go ahead and put everybody's name in, and we'll do the drawing first. Okay, we've got... okay, hashtag SPS to the moon if you want in on the drawing. I started fresh this time. This will be the last drawing, and it will be for an Arena Fanatic and a Conclave Arcana standard pack. Okay, one last time, hashtag SPS to the moon if you want to get your name in on the drawing. Forgot the A. And I know we might run a couple minutes over because mainly I forgot to buy my gold pack this week. But I wanted to get that in. Thanks for sticking around. This is kind of, I wanted to wait until the very end because I really appreciate everybody sticking around to the end of the stream and not just like slacking off. Okay, one last chance. Wait another minute if you want to get your name in on the drawing for an Arena Fanatic and a standard Conclave Arcana pack. The rest of the stuff was provided by the team. I provided the regular pack just because I wanted to kind of even it out to 3 drawings. Okay, here we go. Donnie S says free Atlas bucks. That's tomorrow. Thanks for supporting the channel, Donnie. Yeah, I try to say thanks to all the members of the channel. I do have a relatively small membership of the channel, but people who support the channel on a monthly basis, it helps me. Like if I need to buy, like this last month, I needed to buy a new microphone, and a few months ago I needed to buy a new camera. So think about it. If you want to support the channel, consider using the join button. Okay, let's go ahead and do 5 shuffles. Paul says 5 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here we go. Who will it be? Looks like they go to Crypto Beaver. Crypto Beaver, put your hive name in the chat, please. Congratulations. Yeah, I'm going to have to look at my settings. For some reason, I didn't change any settings, but it just seems like chat is really delayed today. More than standard. So it is actually Crypto Beaver. Okay, let's go over to items. Reset, conclave. I like this fact that they just put an extra. It's what do we want to name this? Oh, they're just extra cards. Okay. Okay. Okay, Crypto Beaver. And for some reason, I have an extra fanatic. Hey, Steve. Thanks for dropping by. If you're one of the winners today and you didn't get your fanatic, let me know. Ping me in I almost said Teams. That's what we use for work, but ping me in Discord. Okay, so we also have... you know what? This last winner, I did not send the pack. Why did I not do that? Sorry, people. Let's go ahead and buy this pack. Standard pack for credits, 1. I must have forgot you. Let me send those out to VT Mac Guru. That's the reason. Okay, Beaver, there's your pack. And now I have to go back and send VT Mac Guru what is due to him. That's what I did. I must have just... Is that correct? VT Mac Guru? Somebody just drove by honking. Looks like I have just a little bit more than enough to buy my pack. VT Mac Guru, is that correct? I want to make sure that's correct before I send it over to you. Yes, I know we're running a little bit late. We'll get done here in a minute. Okay. Let's just do 1. Yeah, sorry about that. I got sidetracked, I guess. I knew that I only had 3 fanatics to give out, and that is what cued me knowing that something went awry. Okay, well, thanks. VT Mac Guru says, I love your streams. I appreciate that. Okay, and stay tuned. I am going to buy... This is going to be for me. No, not cards. The last thing we will do is buy my weekly gold pack. I always forget that they're called alchemy. I just always want to call them a gold pack for some reason. Okay, there's my alchemy pack. And for those that are relatively new to the game, the whole thing, alchemy packs are $12, but you're guaranteed at least one gold foil in each pack. Plus, they have the highest percentage chance of drawing a black foil. Okay. Okay, so I've got enough potions. Let's go ahead and open. Cross your fingers for me. Okay. So 2 rares. Let's see what the rares are. Sacrosanct Shanker. Is this one of those cards that picks up... I'll have to look at that card. Silverleaf Mage. She looks like she would... Okay, this is going to be a common. Hey, yeah, it's a common gold foil. Calabash Sage. So, slightly above average pack. Can't complain. The majority of the packs I've opened one a week since it started. I opened several at the very beginning, but yeah. Well, this helps build my... what I'm doing this for is I'm playing the gold foil brawls in one of the slots for the gold foil brawls in my guild, just to kind of... That's the hardest slots to fill up, so I just wanted to kind of... Even though I'm playing at a lower level, that's the whole point in buying these gold foils. So, let's see here. Dragon says one day soon a beaver will be in there. Yeah, hopefully. I especially looking forward to that if it's involved with the land card as well. Druid's Blood says, are you in shard holders? Good insights on base transfers. I don't think so. I don't think so. Maybe I'll have to take a look, because I am interested in doing a video on that. And I'm interested from a personal standpoint is it's just one of the big walls here in this game becoming much more popular, I feel, is the difficulty in actually obtaining cryptocurrency. And I understand why the rule's there, and there's a lot of different financial regulations, and they're there for a purpose. But I feel that if we can overcome that, then... and that's what those videos are aimed at. Even though I did the last video and it was just... These videos just don't get too many views. So if you find a video you like, please push it out to your friends and, you know, share it and put it out, because I just don't get a whole lot of views on my Splinterlands content. Anyway, thanks for everybody dropping by. I hope you have a great upcoming week here in the States. If you're outside the States, we have Labor Day coming up, holiday on Monday. So enjoy yourself. Don't do anything dumb. And I will see you next week. Same bat time, same Dragon channel here, where we talk about Splinterlands at 11:30 Eastern on YouTube. Until then, I'll see you in Splinterlands.